Number 6. Shiro, reincarnated as a neglected noble, raising my baby brother with memories from my past life. Okay, let's get one thing straight. Parenting is hard, but reincarnated parenting? That's next level difficulty. Shiro drops us into the shoes of a young noble girl who's got a tragic backstory in her previous life. After being ignored, mistreated, and basically written off like a background character, she gets reincarnated into a noble family once again. And surprise, it's deja vu. Except this time, she's not alone. She's got a baby brother, a literal infant. And she's like, all right, if no one else is gonna do this right, I will. Now she's raising her little brother with the wisdom of her past life, avoiding political traps, noble drama, and even sketchy maids who are low-key plotting stuff behind curtains. It's giving Spy X Family meets Violet Evergarden, but with reincarnation and emotional healing sprinkled all over it. Oh, and yes, she's OP in that quiet, don't mess with me or I'll emotionally destroy you kind of way. This is Emiverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Number 5. I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. Isekai loves a good I quit story. You know, the whole I was the strongest, but I walked away for something better vibe. This anime hits all the right notes. We've got a former A-rank adventurer who's honestly just tired of babysitting arrogant teammates. So he quits, like cold turkey, and decides to train a group of his former students. You know, the ones everyone said weren't talented enough? Yeah, them. He takes this underdog group into the deepest parts of the dungeon, where even seasoned adventurers go in and never come out. But plot twist, he's not just a trainer. He's still stronger than 90% of the adventuring guild and casually solos floor bosses while teaching his students about teamwork, tactics, and life lessons. Think of it as Demon Slayer vibes meets That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. It's wholesome, exciting, and low-key motivational. Makes you want to quit your job and start training noobs in real life. Please don't. Number 4, our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World, Season 2. If you watched Season 1 and thought, wait, where's the rest of the story? You weren't alone. Well, good news. Season 2 is finally here, and things are heating up like a microwave burrito on max power. This season continues the star-crossed saga of Iska, the elite swordsman of the Empire, and Alislis, the Ice Witch princess from the nebulous sovereignty. You've got love, war, political tension, and a whole bunch of magic fights that look like they were animated by gods with caffeine addictions. But here's what makes Season 2 better. It deepens the emotional stakes. We see more about the history of the two factions, the real threat behind the conflict, and yes, the romantic tension, still strong. It's like Romeo and Juliet if they had magical nukes and sword fights every episode. You'll laugh, you'll ship, you'll scream at your screen. And if you're lucky, you'll finally get that confession scene you've been dying for. Maybe. Number 3, the brilliant healer's new life in the shadows. All right, it's time for something a little different. And by different, I mean a healer who's so powerful, she decided to fake her own death just to live a peaceful life. Let me explain. In her previous life, she was a high-tier healer constantly used and abused by nobles, warriors, and greedy empires. Sound familiar? Yeah, we've seen this trope, but instead of snapping and going full revenge mode, she dips, vanishes, starts living in a quiet village as a nobody, just chilling, raising herbs, and occasionally flexing her healing powers when no one's looking. But of course, secrets don't stay buried. Monsters start showing up, people start getting suspicious, and her peaceful life slowly unravels like a scroll with a cursed spell written on it. It's wholesome, but mysterious. Peaceful, but tense. If you liked Frieren or the Saint's magic power is omnipotent, this is your jam. Also, bonus points for her casually saving lives like it's nothing. Queen behavior. Number 2, the beginning, after the end. Let's be honest, if you've read the manhwa, you've probably been waiting years for this. And finally, 2025 delivers. Arthur Lewin is the king reincarnated into a fantasy world, with magic, beasts, elves, and political drama that could make the Game of Thrones cast jealous. What makes this one stand out is Arthur himself. He's not your average overpowered protagonist. He's smart, strategic, and emotionally grounded. We get to see his journey from toddler to teenager, from magic newbie to full-on prodigy. And the world building? Chef's kiss. It's layered, immersive, and constantly evolving. There's family, betrayal, heartache, epic fights, and dragons. Yes, dragons. If you're into anime with depth, tension, and plot twists that punch you in the chest, you need to watch this one. It's Mushoku Tensei meets Attack on Titan, levels of emotional chaos. Prepare yourself. Number 1, The Too Perfect Saint. Tossed aside by my fiancé and sold to another kingdom. And now, the crown jewel. The one that took the internet by storm with its title alone. This isekai doesn't start with a truck. No, it starts with betrayal. A saint, yes, the kind who's supposed to be pure, helpful, all that, is dumped by her prince fiancé and sold off like a used sword to another kingdom. You'd expect her to be devastated, right? Wrong. This girl glows up emotionally, mentally, and even magically. Turns out the kingdom that bought her treats her better, values her talents, gives her actual freedom, and when war brews and the truth about her fiancé's kingdom comes out, oof, let's just say she gets the ultimate revenge. She heals the sick, inspires the people, defeats monsters, and gains new allies, while looking fabulous and unbothered. It's a mix of villainous redemption arc, revenge fantasy, and power fantasy, all rolled into one beautifully animated story. If you like strong female leads who rise from betrayal to absolute boss